I'm second guessing this after this super long drive. But since it was a super long drive, I think I'm gonna go and see what's there. I'll tell you what is here so far. 1 million mosquitoes. And a phone case. Phone will be here somewhere if I desire to go in one of these nasty tunnels. Look at that magnificent beast right there. Last time I came here, I walked a long, super long way upstream. And a long, super long way downstream. And now that I think about it, I don't remember if I locked my wagon. This is 100% an inner city creek full of inner city garbage that flies off the interstate, the towns, out of trash trucks as a result of flying around trash out of trash trucks and tornadoes and everything else. I don't think we're going to be able to go as far, there's the phone, as far downstream since the water's a little higher, but we will get that lovely phone now. There should be. This is crazy, isn't it? Look at all the garbage. All up along the banks. All in these woods and everything is just covered with garbage. Mountains of it. I was watching a, if you're just new to our channel, which is just me right now, I get in city creeks all over the place and look for stuff. And here's the stuff. Sometimes it's cool stuff. Sometimes it's pretty not so cool stuff. But I was watching a video on, oh my goodness, I forgot the name of the place. Yeah, this is gonna be too high. I can't see the bottom, which is not a good idea to walk in. Hang on a minute, we gotta get a plane. Video I was watching, Cuba. It was on Cuba, and I forgot what the channel's called, but it was on YouTube. Ooh, fork, a quite lovely fork. I don't know who would eat down here, but I guess if I was hungry, I would. I'm going. So I was watching a video about Cuba. And I did not know this, but they say it's one of the safest places there is to visit. Gosh, I can't see the bottom. I need to go. Oh, this is bad. This is deep. There's a gun. Oh, it is so deep. Look at that gun. We always find guns, don't we? Look. Oh my goodness. I don't think I'm gonna do this, but I don't know yet. talking about. Cuba. I watched a video about Cuba on YouTube, and they said it's actually one of the safest places to visit. And there was all these, everything was really nice and colorful. And it said they're one of the most well-educated places there is. Is that a pipe? I thought that was a bottle. And then I got to seeing if any cruises go to Cuba. Cruises do not go to Cuba. And then I got to watching it some more. A pantsuit. Oh, that's backbreaking. Look, you can see that's how high the water gets. Above the bridge. I know I'm getting distracted. That's because I just I'm trying to figure out what I'm doing here. Where I'm going. Okay, so Cuba. Said it's one of the safest places to visit. And I think it's really, 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 really cheap. And I didn't know it, but the people there don't work. Well, I can't say that. The video I saw said the people there don't work. Because everything is subsidized. They get coupons for food, or whatever you call it, ration cards, and housing and everything. So I got to thinking, how do they survive? How do they feel productive? I didn't come up with an answer for that. And that's the whole story about Cuba. But I want to go. There's lots of old cars there. It said that place is stuck time-wise, as far as historically. Oh, there's a blue marble. In the 50s. Because you can't import cars. I don't think you can do anything except go there and walk around and buy stuff and leave. Last time I came to this creek, I found about 5 cell phones. But there was not near as much water in here. I thought I was getting attacked by a bunch of birds. We may not stay here long. At all. Because there's not many things that can just sit in this moving water. Yeah, we're gonna go to a different spot. After we put our eyeballs on those pair of pliers right there. Now we're gonna go. I'm in a new spot, obviously. I just talked to a pastor at the church over there. They just got out, and I said, why is there so many bicycle parts over here? He said there was a bicycle man over there, had a bus full of bicycles, and he'd come over here and work on bicycles. I mean, there's bicycle parts everywhere. I know it don't look like it, but if I stop for a minute, you'll see. There's a chain, there's a chain, there's a something, 3-wheel something. But even up the road back there, there's just so, here's bicycle parts over here, right there, right there, right there. It's like it just a bicycle plant exploded over here. So anyway, He said they finally had to get him to move because he'd just stand outside and use the bathroom, didn't care. So I'm gonna try and get in this creek and look around and climb over all these bicycle parts and look around. Maybe we won't get too deep on it. I've been in so many of these creeks, and it looks like they finally just tried to wise up and put there's a big old chicken right there. Tried to put something here to catch the trash, because a lot of the trash that gets in the rivers and makes its way down to Jim in Mobile come from city creeks like this. Man, I thought that was a gun right there. What is that? It's not though. Well, that's just a gigantor caulk gun, ain't it? Man, that's a big old caulk gun. But anyway, they put these things in, they try to catch the trash before it gets any further. It comes right out of the city and it hits in there, which is good. About time. It works. Look at it catch all the trash. It doesn't catch the heavy metals and things like that that just float in and get thrown down, which are the things I want. But it catches all that junk, all the floating stuff. See, like this piece of metal right here that I want to know what it is. It does not catch these or crushed cans. It catches floating cans. Oh, that's just a lid to something, I think. What is that? Now we gotta know. We gotta take it. That was a key. But it's not. What I want to find is a super long chain with something amazing on the end, but we're gonna head that way. Creek silverware is the finest. You don't have to register, just go get it. This is crazy. I just saw a coin in here, but I don't see it anymore. Right after I picked up the spoon and some other things. Oh, I see it, I see it, I see it. It looks like a dime. That's awesome. I know it's just a dime, but it's awesome. I'm in this whole gigantor creek and I found a dime. Now I'm in the mood to swish, because look at all the metals that just sit there. I didn't bring gloves for this game because I usually don't swish big old creeks like this, but I think we need to, don't we? Just once, just to see what's right here. You definitely don't want to cut yourself in these creeks or have any open sores, or you will regret playing this game. I always had this crazy fantasy. What if you could scoop up all this and run it through a sifter? What in the world would you find? everything. You find so much stuff. Well, I found another coin swishing. I did not have intentions of stopping right here and doing this, but now I gotta know, how are these coins getting stuck in this one little tiny spot? Could you imagine if you could think and sift this whole creek, what you could come up with? Oh, I should have brought my gloves. These are not the metals or the water I want to stick in my hand. I need to keep moving. I'm gonna stay bent over right here for the rest of this trip. And I don't want to do that. Delta. I spell backwards though. The weather is perfect. The sun is in a perfect spot. Can't get any better than this. So now we've got to move and focus and stop staring down into one hole. Let's see what we can find. I know it's just a brick, but some bricks are cool, right? I hear a squirrel hollering at me. I see its nest up there. This is an interesting creek. You know, the fellas, the preacher I talked to said there was, you know, the one, well, I guess he wasn't really 100% homeless. He had a bus, and he could fix bicycles. But yeah, he left a mess everywhere. If I was homeless, I didn't care about getting my feet wet, I'd come down here and get the cans. There are a million squished cans in here. I don't know what that is, but it's too deep to walk over there. I need to get you a new pair of glasses for my GoPro because I don't have any. Actually, I had it, but it broke. They're such super thin metal and glass, I mean. Look at that. Graves, Herping Alabama. That's a neat brick. Graves Chemical Company are older than that. That's a big old brick. Oh, no, you don't. Oh, yeah, you do. Piece of marble. I'm just looking for new spots. I've never been in this creek, so I'm thinking it's a good spot. There's another Graves brick. Look at this mess. If they say Graves Chemical Company, they're really old. If you can't get them out, it doesn't matter. You just leave it there for the next brick collector. There's a necklace. Should we harvest? Of course. It's 1,000,000 gold balls worth $1 million. We will harvest. I just need another hand. It doesn't get much better. I found another spoon a minute ago. Doesn't get much better than a spoon. And a golf ball. They won't come out. Okay, we may have to try to harvest that on the way back. It used to say graves, I think. But I don't know. Oh, this one says something. And now we gotta know, don't we? I do anyway. Well, it said something before I did that. This is an interesting area. All this monkey grass up along the bank looks like it was probably planted, and it looks like there used to be a walkway back when this was super clean and a desirable place to go. There's a phone from the moons ago. A Common Creek credit card is a normal find. That one says Pineapple Bank. It's an interesting bank. I don't know if it has expired or not. Let's turn it to the way of the sides. No, it expires in 27. We haven't made it far. I keep stopping. There's so much stuff in here. I wonder what that is. There's also a car light. Not a light, but the whole, what is it called? The thing that goes around it. And it may not be a light, it may be an air intake. I'm still standing in the same spot I was a long time ago. Okay, here's a brick I do not have. And I do not recognize the words on it, which means we gotta get it. I'm trying to be quiet. There's a house up there. Hey, there's some more gold, solid gold beads. Coal something. Man, it's broken. There's a house up there, and I'm sure there's a pit bull in the yard. So I don't want to make any more sound than the water flowing. What does it say? I was trying to be so quiet, and I had to sneeze. So I had to shove my finger up in my nose, like all the way up to where there was nothing but 4 fingers visible. But I stopped it. My nose is bleeding pretty bad, but that's just part of the battle here. It's part of the fun. I consider it a sport. I couldn't figure out what that brick said, so I did not take the time to get it and carry it. Residence. Here's another visa. Wow, that one expires in 27. Oh no, 29. No, that's a gift card. To where? To nobody knows. Gift card to where? Ballot only in us. A gift for you. Well, thank you. Here's your harvest. There's a half a vanilla card. A gift for you. Expires in 30. What is that? That looks more fun than a gift card. Look! To thine own self be true. It's contrary to what I believe, but 24 hours recovery. It's pretty neat. I bet someone who ever was in recovery is bummed they lost it, or it was either stolen from them. The wind is picking up. It makes the water look like it's going backwards. Now it's finally turned around and gone the other way. You can see how far I got. I haven't got far. I mean, right, you see the buildings and there's a tunnel. That's where we started. So I have not gotten far. Is it gotten or got? Or went? I have not went far. That's what it, you can see where we started. The buildings right up there and the tunnels right there. You can see we haven't went far. That sounds much better. If there was going to be a golf ball that I should harvest, it would be right here. But there's not. I buy another house with a big fence. I've started taking, well, I didn't start, I've been doing it for a long time, taking pictures of these City Creek bridges and tunnels like this. And I want to put them in a book. Because I know that may be ugly to a lot of people, but somebody built that. We're going to get over there closer. I want to go in there, but I'm not going to. So the picture will end up looking something like that. There is a bag in a tree. I'm not going to mess with that. Look at that log in that tree. That's crazy. But not crazy enough to keep looking at. I got a feeling this is going to get too deep to go in a minute, and I'm going to wish I had on my waders. Some of these creeks like this, I wish I had a wading partner, because I get way out there in the middle of nowhere, don't know where I am, and it can get a little sketch. Come back to me. Playtime. Spring Hill suits. I'm just kidding. I did not know the creek split in two right here. Now I've got to go over this. I'm not doing a safety dance or waking up dogs. I did it. I did it. This is crazy. See, the point of the little floaty thing I showed you way back up at the beginning is to catch all that. Of course, that would fill up that little basket pretty quick if they had put it there before the storm. But I'm gonna stay in my lane. There's a brick with a lot of words. Oh, that's a big old Graves brick. This got a little better embossing. You gotta ask yourself, how bad do you want to look at it? Pretty bad. So let's go. Yeah, I'd love to have that brick. I'm glad it's twice as big as the average brick. It'll make it really more fun to carry out of here. Here's an apple. I can't pick it up. How do you like those apples? I can't pick it up. It keeps falling in the wind. The wind? The water is so strong. I gotta get it to where I can catch it and get it stuck, and then we will view it. I want to go that way, but I'm not sure if I should. I don't want to be rolling up through the hood. That's just short for neighborhood, so don't get offended. I don't want to be rolling up through the hood and wake up a dog. I couldn't get any closer to the phone because it's way in there. So we're going to try to get through this deep spot and get on the edge. There's another visa. Debit. A gift for you. Expires in 31. Here's your harvest. There's so many gifts for me out here. I just remember I saw a piece of silverware back there and I forgot to get it. It's probably the world's rarest creek spoon. There's another carp. Beep 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 beep. Somebody's utilized. Well, it's getting too deep. We'll reach the end of the journey. I've got to go back and get a brick. Ow. One of the good things about walking away from the sun is you can see in the water a lot better. So if you want me to, I'll get all this stuff out of my man purse and throw it back in the water when we pick it up again. I do want to get that brick. It looks nice, doesn't it? I'm not sure about the Osprey trash collector. Does not appear to be doing his job when it puts the trash in the creek. Oh, I did say it doesn't catch metal, and that's a metal sign. I think what I'll do is take that back upstream and put it in their trash collector. So now I'm carrying an Osprey sign and that brick. Okay, we're gonna skip the brick. We'll just carry the sign. I really wanted that brick. Osprey, you can thank me later. Whoever you are. Whoever puts your bolts on there to hold the sign on, tell them Loctite. Helps a lot. I really want to go up that way. I may. I'm not sure. We got to put this. So you can see I'm still carrying this sign. We'll put this sign over here somewhere and head up the other direction. I don't know, may do that another day. Probably going to. Sure is nice out there, isn't it? So, thanks for watching my videos.